Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust, serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, proud sponsor of FestPac 2016, Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion, IP&E Fueling Excellence, McDonald's of Guam, I'm Loving It, Pacific Solar and King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Coming up, the Apostolic Administrator of the local diocese scraps a pair of decrees by Archbishop Aparon.
The latest with the Pago Bay project lawsuit.
And also the crew of the Okeanos Explorer is back. We're going to bring you some of their findings. Good evening and hafene, regardless of how you are joining us. We're glad you tuned in tonight because it appears the island's interim Archbishop does not agree with Archbishop Anthony Aparon's last orders. Just hours before the Vatican placed Aparon on leave last week, he issued decrees intending to place gag orders on those he alleged were part of a malicious smear campaign to oust him.
Crystal Paco reports.
The concerned Catholics of Guam don't need the Church's blessing after all. In a release dated June 15, Vatican-appointed Apostolic Administrator Archbishop Savio Han Tai-Fai rescinded a previous decree issued to the CCOG. The decree was intended for local Catholics to cease any contact with the CCOG and alleged the organization was instigating and soliciting a malicious smear campaign to oust Aparon. The decree was published online on the Archdiocese of Agana website, but removed shortly after. According to CCOG President Gregory Perez, part of the decree called for the CCOG to publicly retract all their allegations against Aparon.
He wanted us to something to apologize to him, and apologize for what? For being Catholics and standing up for what we believe is true and asking for truth and justice and accountability and transparency. So that's why I didn't view that decree as anything important or anything to worry about, because that decree was challenging my right and the right of a Catholic to stand up and ask.
Archbishop Han's work doesn't stop there. Han goes on to rescind a second decree that was never made public. According to Father Thaddeus Jan Nowak, the second decree rescinded pertains to a private matter. It was not published by the Archdiocese. KUAM, however, has confirmed the decree was a gag order issued to Deacon Steve Martinez. Deacon Steve was a former sexual abuse response coordinator for the Archdiocese of Agana until 2014, when he says he was dismissed for speaking up about a conflict in church policies. In a previous interview with media, Deacon Steve clarified that church policy currently reads that the Archbishop is responsible for determining what sexual abuse allegations get investigated, even if he stands as the accused. While Archbishop Han's actions are a step in the right direction, it's not enough.
Remove Aparon, restore the two priests, namely Monsignor James Benavente and Father Paul Guffigan, and return the RMS land back to the Archdiocese of Agana.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
Roland Sondia and his wife Frances thanked the community for their show of support. The couple appeared on KUAM Isla 63 AM radio this morning. On Wednesday, Sondia publicly accused Aparon of molesting him decades ago when he was only 15. Although Aparon has denied child sex abuse allegations and blamed such allegations for the growing divide in the church, Sondia hopes his story can help make the church whole again.
I'm not going to destroy the church. My efforts here is to actually bring the church back together, to unify the church and make it whole again. He divided this church, and the church is the people, of course. We all know that. So we're just approaching the individual. We want this individual to just acknowledge what he did and apologize to all the Catholic faithful here on the island.
Sondia joins Roy Quintanilla, Doris Conception, whose son Joseph Sonny Canatza was on his deathbed when he allegedly accused Apron of molesting him, and Walter Denton, who alleges he was raped. You can watch the interview in its entirety on our Facebook page. A bill that would lift the statute of limitations in cases involving child sex abuse will go up for a public hearing on the 27th. Introduced by Senator Frank Bloss Jr., Bill 326 was referred to Senator Frank Uggan Jr.'s committee. Senator Uggan says he's working with Bloss to strengthen the measure. That hearing on the 27th gets underway at 10 a.m. at the legislature.
The governor met with hospital staffers today discussing a plan that calls for as much as $40 million a year in tax increases and $60 million in refinancing and new bond debt. We first reported yesterday that ADLU maintains the money would adequately fund the Guam Memorial Hospital, in addition to capital improvements and vendor payables. In a statement to KUAM, Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr. says he will continue to work with the governor to assist GMH, but that he cannot support borrowing money more than GMH owes its vendors. Quoting him now, "I invite the governor's team to revisit the 10-point plan my GMH task force issued earlier this year. Our recommendation to establish a form of universal health care for our people is a better alternative to their proposed increases in tax." That bill is expected to be introduced at the legislature. And in other island news headlines tonight, an appeal over a controversial high-rise development project in Pago Bay may have hit a stumbling block. Ken Quintanilla has more on our next story.
Well,
his position remains firm.
We're against the way it was done. We're against the manner in which it was approved. We're against the fact that we believe that the Guam Land Use Commission had exceeded their scope of authority as a commission.
Orda-Chalampago Mayor Jesse Gogui was the guest speaker before the Rotary Club of Guam Thursday. He spoke on the controversial Pago Bay Marina Resort project, an action taken by the Guam Land Use Commission. His presentation came just a few hours after a meeting at the Office of the Attorney General of Guam over a petition for judicial review against the project.
They're looking at asking for a dismissal on the case, and I said, have at it. You dismiss this case, and you're going to further add fuel to a fire that's burning with regard to, again, what authority does a municipal government or the mayors in general have with regard to these issues that are directly impacting our constituents?
According to Gogui, he was informed by the Civil Litigation Division that they may not have a case because it might be inorganic.
There's no group of people, there's no government organization that has a better understanding of the pulse of the community than the mayors themselves and the mayor's offices. And so when you strip away, any say that we might have on the growth of our communities, what does that say about our government? What does that say about the office of the mayor?
Gogui says they were encouraged to join Save Southern Guam's suit, but points out his petition is over what authority the municipal governments have in affecting decisions at a state level. So is it over?
Are you kidding me? I think most people know me by now that, until we get a definitive answer that the people can respond to adequately, this is not a dead issue in no way, shape, or form.
He says, if anything, this gives mayors a greater drive to get bills passed that define what authority mayors really have in village decisions. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintanilla.
It's time for a little break, but there is much more news coming up after this.
Stay connected to the world at home from everywhere you are. Get the KUAM News app for the latest in local news, videos, sports, streaming, Isla 63 AM, weather, and more. Available for free now at the iTunes App Store or Google Play.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens,
it's a beautiful day.
We rely on the people we trust,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's a beautiful,
who we can always count on,
beautiful day.
and the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care. to give you the comfort and security you need.
It's a beautiful day.
Wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care. Healthcare that's always there for you.
Tsunamis are caused mostly by earthquakes and can happen within minutes and without warning. Tsunamis can be small or as tall as a coconut tree. Earthquakes and tsunamis can be quite scary, but the better prepared you are, the safer you'll be. In case of an earthquake, drop, cover, and hold on. After the shaking stops, quickly get to higher ground because a tsunami may be coming. Remember, the beach is a danger zone during tsunamis. Get away from the beach, go inland, or get to higher ground. Especially keep in mind to follow the tsunami evacuation route signs to a safe assembly area nearest you. Thanks, McKenna. Thanks, Janessa. The next step to being prepared is to meet with your family and make a family disaster plan. For more information, visit ghs.guam.gov.
When you reserve a party at Chuck E. Cheese's, it's guaranteed to be a blast. 3, 2, 1. Blast off! And now birthdays are more of a blast than ever. Because for a limited time, tickets in the Ticket Blaster are worth double. It can be a kid.
Hot summer cool deals only at Triple J Auto Group. Receive a free $500 Kmart gift certificate with every purchase just in time for summer spending. Get unbelievable deals on remaining 2015 and all new shipments of 2016 models. Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Lobos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $98 per paycheck and used cars as low as $85 per paycheck. Get pre-approved instantly at carsguam.com. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
Follow KUAM News on Twitter or become a fan on Facebook to get all your daily headlines from Guam's News Network.
It is now round 3 of deep sea exploration for the crew aboard the federal research ship, the Okeanos Explorer.
KUAM's Issa Baza visited scientists aboard the ship before it departs on the last leg of its journey tomorrow morning.
Scientists are pushing the reaches of technology to explore the deepest parts of the ocean.
Every time we go diving with a submersible or an ROV, we're putting eyes on something no one has ever seen before.
Marine geology professor at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, Dr. Patricia Fryer, said the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration research ship, the Okeanos Explorer, has made a number of discoveries during its 2 months of exploration through the Marianas. The ship uses remotely operated vehicles to gather footage as well as biological and ecological samples from depths of up to 6,000 meters below the surface.
We're going to be looking at what's exposed on the seafloor just to the west of the trench. And what's exposed there is the mantle of the Earth. So this is going to be the rocks that make up, like 60% of the entire planet.
Each dive can collect 2 biological and ecological samples. Research professor at Florida Atlantic University, Dr. Shirley Pomponi.
The hard decision is what do we collect? Because we know we're down there sometimes for 6 or 8 hours, and a lot of what we're seeing is brand new.
She said samples of never before seen species are preserved and will be available to scientists around the world for future research. University of Guam graduate student Devin Resco is one of 4 interns from across the U.S. who participated on the second leg of the expedition. He focused on using sonar data to map roughly 20,000 square kilometers of the sea floor. He said one memorable moment was discovering an underwater volcano.
There was a mud volcano, but soon after we found about 6 or 7 additional mud volcanoes that the satellite imagery had not shown. So that was really interesting. And I did find out that the ROV is going to be diving on those newly discovered mud volcanoes.
What makes this expedition, this exploration mission on the Okeanos Explorer really unique is what you're seeing behind me. And that allows us to do what's called telepresence.
Telepresence technology allows anyone across the globe to watch ROV dives and new discoveries in real time at oceanexplorer.noaa.gov. More than 2 million viewers have tuned in so far.
The Okeanos Explorer departs on the third leg of its expedition Friday morning. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isa Baza.
Local employers, especially in the food and beverage business, may not know about a change that went into effect when Guam first raised its minimum wage 2 years ago. The Guam Hotel and Restaurant Association's Mary Rhodes says it impacts the wages of employees who work off tips.
Allowed before to pay the minimum wage with both a fair wage, as well as tips and gratuities. When 825 went into effect, we have to give a base of 825. So tips and gratuities cannot be used for making up the difference to make your minimum wage.
Rhodes says GHRA members have been kept up to date, but many other businesses may have been caught off guard by the changes in the local wage law.
What we discovered was that a lot of businesses on Guam that are not GHRA members aren't aware that you can't do tip service credit on the local side. On the federal side, it's still allowed.
Rhodes says GHRA wants to raise awareness about the change. They sponsored a presentation today by local and federal labor officials to explain the issue and field questions.
Our island community united in love and prayer, honoring the victims of the Orlando, Florida shooting this past weekend. Dozens of island residents joined the Immaculate Heart of Mary Catholic Church and the Miss Pacificana organization during a special memorial mass and candlelight vigil in Totu on Wednesday. Father Mike Chrysostomo says the pain felt in Orlando is shared throughout the Pacific.
And we are sending a message out to our people and to our families that we are one with them and one with many who have families there as well, many who continue to pray for those of our loved ones throughout the world and throughout the nation.
The Memorial Mass honored the victims in Orlando and victims of hate crimes and abuse. Meanwhile, at 6:30 tonight, the Isa Guam organization is coordinating a special lighting ceremony where the Laddie of Freedom at Adelup will be illuminated in colors of the rainbow, honoring the victims in Orlando and promoting LGBT inclusion. The Laddie of Freedom will remain lit until midnight. You can watch a special live stream on our Facebook page starting at 6:30. Then at 9 p.m. tonight over at Club Icon, a special candlelight vigil will be held there as well.
They had to wait a while, but the Sekmen Chamorro is back at the marina after running aground on the reef at the Hagåtña Channel this morning. The report was made at 10:30, but to prevent damage to the reef, a decision was made to wait until the return of high tide to bring in the canoe. It was safely towed back into the marina around 2 o'clock this afternoon. No injuries were reported. The Sekmen Chamorro, as many of you may know, is from San Diego, California, and was shipped here for FESPAC.
In other news, Bill 300 went up for discussion today on session floor with the measure authorizing senators to voluntarily reduce their salaries by statute. Senator Narissa Underwood presented a substituted bill that addresses and sets a floor amount of how far the reduction could be. The floor amount would be $60,000, which is the salary senators received before the pay raises. The savings would be deposited directly into the Healthy Futures Fund.
Sports is next, plus later we'll introduce you to more students who graduated head of the class.
People always have something in the back of their head, this wise voice that tells them, wait a second, maybe there might be another way to think about this. Maybe if I ask someone or I talk to someone about how I'm feeling, maybe there might be another way or another solution.
I guess I want those people to know that you're not alone in feeling that. I've felt it. I understand that hurt, but help is never that far away.
No matter what, it's good to externalize our emotions. It's good to talk about it, because if we don't talk about it, we keep it bottled up inside, and that's what kind of leads us to have those thoughts.
Giving up and quitting life is the worst thing you can choose. Trust me, when you choose life, you win. You'll always beat the monster that you're fighting.
If someone you know needs help, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255.
Cars Plus has been around since 1999, and when FestPack was first brought up 4 years ago to Joyce, we knew we wanted to be a part of it. This truly was going to be something special for our island.
Hunggan, dinansi si Joey, mansen magufami gwinigi Cars Plus, sa hita ni tataltano, man magufam, malazatafat nuyes tisia oche manya duta ginin ocho na lugar, malazatafandana sa man pareho hit todo inengeta, ilingwahi, todo ni sinya infat nagwi siya jasia mafat nagwi hita lo, man magufam, ni patasok gu esti, napata azuda ifespa gwinigi sa Guam.
It's such an honor being a part of FestPack and knowing that Guam has made a powerful mark in our visitors' minds. This really is a special time for all of us. Viva FestPack!
Insure your auto or home with Alpha Insurers and get more chances to win awesome prizes with Alpha's Switch, Spin, and Win. Alpha Insurers will draw 3 winners every week and 1 monthly grand prize winner to spin Alpha's prize wheel for a chance to win an iPad mini, flat screen TV, gas cards, and so much more. Just switch or renew your auto or home insurance with Alpha Insurers and you automatically qualify. It's that easy. Call 477-8701 or 637-8833 for more details and you could be a winner for Alpha's Switch, Spin, and Win.
We are a culture of love,
A people of respect.
an island of family values.
We have the power to influence our community.
We have the courage to resist negative pressures.
We have the strength to prevent substance abuse
and promote healthy choices.
Alcohol is not part of our true island culture.
Respect for ourselves and others.
These are real traditional values. We have a choice.
Stay sober.
Stay in control.
We are the people of Guam.
One nation, alcohol free.
Reduce your energy costs with GPA's Energy Sense program. Energy Sense provides cash rebates with the purchase of qualified energy-efficient air conditioners, washers, and dryers that help reduce your energy usage. Contact GPA today at 647-5787, 8 or 9 to learn more about Energy Sense and other ways to help reduce your monthly energy usage and save money by using energy more efficiently. For more Energy Sense saving ideas, visit GuamPowerAuthority.com or like us on Facebook. Energy Sense makes good sense.
So what's the next one up?
So this is a Buick.
Wow, that doesn't look like a Buick.
So your dad let you borrow the
Buick, Mr. Simmons. And it's got a 5-star overall safety rating.
I don't think that's what he's worried about.
I bet you haven't seen anything like it.
It's a Buick.
And what you'd call an early adopter.
Now, get this 2016 Buick Verano starting at $19,995. Visit AutoSpot Buick today for great offers. We are your Buick dealer of Guam.
Of day, Guam, Chris Barnett with sports, and let's get right to it with some boys basketball. 14 and under division of the GYBA Basketball League, Mavericks gold taking on the ASC Islanders. Islanders work the ball inside to Aiden Advincula, making his daddy proud. Catch and shoot, money ball off the inbound. The Mavs catch the Islanders D out of position and pick up an easy bucket here. Keep it on the down low, off the backboard for 2. Jeremiah David putting in work. Callan Rihanna last night. Jeremiah with the pass from Jonathan Sevilla, drives, gets the shot to go off the screen by teammate Joseph Cadigan. David now showing his range, assisted by Sevilla. Corner 3 to Ladza, nothing but net. Brian Kwang using his speed to blow past the defender and goes window for the finish. Jeremiah Nien with the pump fake Mullard to get David to leave his feet. The shot is good off the glass. Go Glass. Islanders win 35-26. Jeremiah David with another 3 from the corner. It's like Golden State. Masters Friendship Tournament from Magania Heights Gym. AM Insurance and GTA beating up. Paul going hard in the paint for AM Insurance. Ron Gallo chilling up top, waiting for the pass. Gallo, 3-pointer. He just leaves it right there. A Kevin Javier dribble dish off to Jay Blas, who drives and gets the tough shot to go in traffic for another AM Insurance bucket. Number 3, Puad drawing the triple team. Finds Garrido open underneath the basket. Anytime you triple team, someone's going to be open. And with the turnaround shot high off the glass, AM Insurance now running on the break after getting the turnover. Kevin Javier spots up and buries that deep ball. Pico Cemetery. Check out the move by Corey to get the defender to jump. Corey pump fake Mullard for the baseline jumper. to give AM Insurance the 28-26 lead minutes into the second half. Juliano Rivera finished the game with 13 points. 2 coming right here. Rebound and putback. I'm telling you, you got to chase those balls. Kevin Javier controlling the offense, gives the ball up and gets it back for the 3. All net on the deep ball. GTA got the win, 48-41. Ron Gallo with a game-high 20 points in the victory. The Barragata Crusaders punched their ticket to the Budweiser Amateur Championship game with a convincing 12-2 win over the Rays. Crusaders starting pitcher Nohea Blas was named strike zone player of the game, stifling the Rays offense over 7 innings, allowing just 3 hits and 4 base runners in the game with 6 strikeouts to notch the win. The Crusaders 9-3 face off against the undefeated Autospot Canyons 11-0 tomorrow, 7 p.m. in the Budweiser Amateur Championship game at Leo Palace Resort. The Guam National Badminton Federation hosting summer camps for juniors 8 to 15 of the Guam Sports Complex Gym from July 5th through the 8th, July 11th through the 15th, the 18th through the 22nd, and the 25th through the 29th. You can learn badminton or refine your badminton techniques for just $125 per session, lunch included. For more info, call Sunardi at 777-4764 or email lagusifan@yahoo.com. That's LAGUSEFAN@yahoo.com. Hey, someone still has a Yahoo. What, you thought we don't badminton? Hey, anything sports, head of our sports director, David Elgato, show at KUAM.com. My name's Chris Barnett. Thanks for watching. Adios.
This is a cat. And this is a live photo of a cat. Live photos are more than just photos. They come alive when you touch them. And then they go back to still when you let go. So every time you take a picture, you get more than just a photo. You get to relive the moment because it teleports you through space and time. I'm kidding. Time travel is dangerous.
The spring cleaning event is on at Nissan.
Drive away with no money down on the hard-working 2016 Frontier King Cab, starting at just $144 per pay period. Look for no money down deals on the full line of Nissan trucks, sedans, and SUVs. Frontier King Cab, mid-size truck, full-size work, starting at $144 per pay period with no money down during the spring cleaning event at Nissan Upper Tumon. Find out more at nissanguam.com.
Welcome to
No envelopes?
No deposit slips?
Welcome to
Wow.
That's it?
That's really easy.
Welcome to the new Bank of Hawaii Easy Deposit ATMs for personal and business accounts. Just insert your checks or cash. No deposit slips or envelopes. Confirm your deposit and get a receipt with your checks printed right on it. Welcome to the next generation of
Wow.
Cool.
Easy.
Welcome to tomorrow. Bank of Hawaii.
My name is Koji Kichicho, and I'm a student at the University of Guam. UOG isn't what I thought it would be when I was growing up. When I was in high school, all I kept hearing was, you need to go off island. You can't do the things that you want to do here on Guam. There are no good opportunities here. I challenge those opinions. I am part of a generation that defies the idea that nothing big comes from a small island. My generation dreams and achieves. Many of the business leaders, public servants, teachers, nurses, artists, and thinkers that are now revitalizing our island came from UOG. Now, I'm looking forward to completing my homegrown education and going out into the professional world saying, I'm from the University of Guam.
Guam is truly a majestic place with its sheer natural beauty, wealth of beaches, and culturally rich landscape. Unfortunately, Guam has a real problem with unwanted invasive species. help us in preventing their introduction and spread. The coconut rhinoceros beetle, the little fire ant, the African snail, Siam weed. These are just a few of the numerous invasives on Guam. Follow proper custom procedures when bringing plants and animals into Guam.
Help protect Guam. Tell your family and friends about invasive species.
To report invasive species, call 475-PEST.
Tonight's Outstanding Graduate Spotlight shines on the home of the Knights over in Upper Tumon, where we say congratulations to the class of 2016 for St. John's School.
Head of the Class, presented by the University of Guam.
My name is Soan Min. I attended St. John's School and I was the valedictorian of our class. During my high school career, I was heavily involved in the music department of the school. So during my junior year, I was one of the two section leaders and first chair in our orchestra. I was also involved in the Glee Club. I will be attending the University of Pennsylvania. Currently, I'm planning on majoring in biology since I'd like to have a career in medicine someday. For now, I'm not too sure what exactly I want, so I can't give any specific details, but for sure, a career in medicine. Thank you to my parents for always being there for me. Even being able to attend a school like St. John's School was possible because of them and their sacrifices. So first off, I'd like to thank my parents. I also want to thank my siblings for being there for me, Kevin and So-young. I also want to thank my friends. I'd name them, but then I feel like that would take a while. But thank you to you guys.
My name is Jaja Zhang, and I graduated from St. John's School as a salutatorian. During my high school career, I had many opportunities to go off island. So some of the things that I went to were the Asian Pacific Conference for Youth Scientists, where I took the silver medal back, and we went to Palembang, Indonesia for that. And we also went to numerous science fairs in Japan. I will be attending Harvard University, and I'll be in the class of 2020. I plan to concentrate in biology, human regenerative biology, to be specific, and I want to minor in Eastern Asian Studies. I definitely think that I've had a great support system throughout my high school career. The community at St. John's is really tight-knit, so I have really good friends that have been there for me for a very long time, maybe about 8 years, and the teachers as well have been very helpful in guiding me throughout my whole high school journey. I really enjoyed my entire high school experience.
All right, let's get to your birthday shout-outs. Happy 22nd birthday going out to Tony Tayanya. Much love, Mom, Dad, Maria, and the rest of the family.
Christine Gutierrez, whether or near, you'll always be in my heart, and I'll be home soon. Love, Efren, and missing you. That's a message, and it is awesome.
Happy birthday to Araya. Happy 12th birthday with lots of love from great-grandma Lulang, brothers Damien, Jonathan, and Drayden, Mommy and Daddy, and the entire family.
The entire family of Nathaniel Enriquez says, happy 26th birthday, dude.
Happy birthday to Don Paulino Farron. Happiest birthday coming from your only daughter, Erica Dawn. I love you, Mommy.
Happy birthday wishes tonight to Aaliyah Pangilinan. Happy 10th birthday, to be precise. Enjoy your special day, says your family.
Oh, and happy birthday to Annie St. Nicholas.
Hey, Annie.
Love your friends and family, and of course, all of us here at KUAM. Happy birthday.
Absolutely. And happy belated birthday wishes tonight go out to Bailey Cruz. You too can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Check out KUAM.com. Fill out the form. It's super easy. It takes 20 seconds. Well, you'll have a lifetime of happiness, guaranteed.
Stay tuned. Jones next with In the Mix.
Closed captioning is brought